Well, Katie and I worked. First of all, the first thing Kate almost did was on a picture called Escape from New York, Escape from LA, which was a sequel. And anyway, she ended up not doing the movie. She turned it down. That was 20 years ago. And she directed a short that I worked in as an actor. So I worked with her as a director, but not as an actor. So in this, I got to be and we got to be working together in the scene, and that was different, and it was really exciting, and it was really fun, and it was way too short.
You have been so many times to Greece for vacations.
Yeah.
I would like to know if you would like to say some words to the Greek audience about how it's been there and why you return almost every summer there.
We've gone now pretty much for the last 11 seasons, and this year and last year I couldn't make it because I was working. One of the reasons I was doing this movie, and I'm really hoping that next year the same thing doesn't happen. I love going to Greece. I love where we go in Greece, and I think it's a pretty special place. It's a great time.
How does this film best honor the victims of the biggest oil spill in U.S. history?
I think it honors the situation, those that died and those that lived, and the people that did everything they could to help other people live through a real catastrophe. And it also will continue to ask the question, can you do this more safely? You're not going to stop doing it. You're going to have to have oil. So when you learn from these things, you have to abide by the things you learn. And if you don't abide by them, you're going to be held accountable. That's what these movies are about.
If you're playing someone real,
Yes. You're not allowed the freedom of knocking down parameters and building them up yourself because you're creating a character that has to work within the storyline. When you're playing someone real, you're obligated, I think, to try to capture them as best you can. I never got to meet Mr. Jimmy, and so I did the best I could with what I read, with what I saw, people that I met.
was it a bit of an eye-opener doing a film like this in terms of like being based on real events and trying to bring that to life on the screen?
What was the eye-opener for me was when I read the script, I recognized the event. I said, oh, this is first of all, this must be that movie Kate was going to maybe do, Mark Wahlberg. I said, oh, this is what this is, just his wife. And so I'm reading it, and I said, oh, this is that oil disaster where the oil was pumping out of the ground and out of the pipe and into the water, and it's going to be an ecological big deal, disaster. And then I learned that 11 people died in an absolutely horrific event. It was a catastrophic event. The fire could be seen from space. You're on a small rig, and you got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And the acts of heroism that occurred to save people's lives, so many lives too. I said, where was that story? I mean, that wasn't important to the media that people died. I never saw that. I was stunned. I said, is that where we are now? The potential disaster ecologically is more of an important event for us to know about as news than human beings? And it got me kind of motivated. I said, I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of telling it. I want to honor those people. The people that live and survive, and the people that die. Because they're all in this very rough business, especially those that are in the business of popping the hole, of finding the oil and digging for it and then capping it. It's an inherently dangerous thing, and when it goes south, you see what it is. And it's not going to, you keep trying to get better. And when you keep trying to get better, you get answers. And then out of the answers you get when something like this happens, yes, you get accountability.
You mentioned Kate, getting to act opposite Kate.
Great.
Can you talk about that
Too
experience?
short.
Yeah.
Too short. It was great. It was a great day. We did one day, and I thought it felt great. I mean, it felt really good. But all it did was whet my appetite. So.
Did you do more with her?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey!